Hey Piscatorians, welcome back to the channel. Went to the Sportsman show a month ago and picked up something new for the boat. Got the glow tube. And so today we're going to install the glow tube on the boat for the upcoming salmon season. But also it's going to work good for, trout and kokanee. Basically it's a UV light that you can use to charge your your glow flashers and your UV. So pretty excited about it. They make it in 3 different models. You have a flush mount, a saddle mount, as well as a portable unit. I went with the saddle mount. My idea is I'm trying to mount it inside the cabin. Maybe it'll have a little bit better longevity versus a flush mount that's a little more exposed to elements. At least that was my train of thought. Don't know if it's right or wrong, but let's cut this open, take a look at it, and see what we got here. Go ahead and cut this guy. All right, we got some instructions here. This is the glow tube itself. It's got a bunch of LEDs in there, UV LEDs, a switch, wiring, and then the saddle mount has a threaded unit here. And what they recommended was this ball mounting system by Scotty. It's the 162. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. This knife work better actually. Alright guys, so we got the mounting system off the cardboard. Just gonna loosen this up like so. Pop that free. And then we got a Phillips head right here. Our little handy dandy screwdriver. Alright, now we got that ball off, and you just pop that off and you got a hex head right there, and this is about a 2 1/4 inch long 5/16 bolt, and we're just gonna go ahead and place that right in there flush like so, and then this will screw into the glow tube. And just hand tighten it. Alright, we have a ball mount ready. And this will just slide in here and clamp it down. So let's go install it in the boat. Alright guys, so I got the glow tube in the boat, and I just decided I want to kind of put it on the inside of the door. It's kind of in a vertical position, because I usually keep my Dodgers flashers up there. Just grab them, quick drop them in, head out the door to the fishing area. So that's what I'm going to do. I kind of like it, I think, here. And the cool thing about the saddle mount, I can always move it. But I'm just going to get a Scotty rail adapter. I'll attach that real quick, and then we'll look at running the wires up to the fuse box, and pretty simple, really. Spin these nuts on to start them. I'm just kind of push them back into where they line up. We got cutouts, and then just take the screwdriver and get a couple even cranks. Make sure we do it uniform. Alright guys, we got that all nice and tightened on there. And then the cool thing about this is you can kind of set it however you like. Angle it if you want. That might be cool too. But yeah, so that's where I'm attaching mine. You can stick it out like that, or if you want, you can change this all the way around. You can bring it in. Maybe I should flip that around like that so I can. Yeah, you can put it in nice and tight, so it's not sticking out. That might be better even yet. And yeah, now I just need to run the power. Alright guys, now that we got the placement of the glow tube, next thing we got to do is wire it up. So I turned the boat batteries off so there's no power going to my fuse panel underneath the helm. But we're going to need 3-amp fuse, some butt connectors, got them with the heat shrinks on them, some spade connectors here, and then got some 16 gauge wire. And then I don't really feel like drilling holes in the bottom of the gunnel, so I'm going to try these 1x1 mounting bases. They're an adhesive base, and then they have slots on them, and I got these tiny zip ties. So I'm going to try to zip tie the wires and run that on the metal frame of the boat, and then just have some wire strippers, some cutters, Phillips head screwdriver, and a heat gun. So those are the tools I'm using. Hopefully it's all that I need, and let's go get this thing wired up and check it out and see how it glows once we got it all set up. Alright, we got the butt connectors here. Just gonna slide that guy in like so. And then we're gonna, yeah, come back around here. Right there. Crimp it. Nice and secure. Do that to the other side here. Alright, we got that. Now we just got to do the other side. Now we're going to take our extra wire, let's take the wire strippers, twist that up, and we're just going to repeat that process like so. Alright, that one's connected. I'm going to do that with our ground wire. Same thing. Love these little mechanical strippers. They just do a quick work of the task at hand. And then, yeah, we'll get this guy in here. Alright, now we'll go grab the heat gun. Alright, we got the heat gun. Get it warmed up here. that one's done. Now I'll do number 2. Alright, just like that, we got that finished. Now we're gonna run the wire, put the protective wrap on it to clean it up, and then we'll mount the adhesives to it. Alright, now I think our next step will be putting the protective wrap on. And just kind of open that up with your thumbs. There's probably a better way to do this, but that's how I'm doing it. And yeah, we'll run that all the way down to the length that we need. Alright, a couple minutes later, we got to the end. Alright, so here's one of those anchors I was talking about, a little zip tie. And then we're just gonna zip tie that guy. Right in place like that. And we'll just cut off the tag end. Then it has an adhesive back. And hopefully this holds up. I'm going to move the camera for you. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick it right here. Like so. See that there? And then we're going to add another one right here. Alright, and then we're going to basically just run them up here every couple feet till we get to the front of the helm. Alright guys, so we got it run all the way up to the front of the boat. Bring you down here. On an incline driveway. But yeah, if you can see, you know, pretty clean. Hopefully these adhesive deals stick for a long time. But yeah, now we're under the wiring harness, so I'm gonna go ahead and run these up through this porthole here, and then we're going to attach the spade connectors, hook it to this fuse panel. Sorry about the lighting, but it is what it is. And then yeah, we're going to stick that 3-amp fuse right here, this spot, and we should have some magic. So I went ahead and cut this off at the end of the 14 feet just to feed it. I don't care about the excess wire so much, but I'm gonna get this up and in here. Sorry. This is a little crazy. Okay. Definitely got some excess. Probably used about, oh, I don't know, 10, maybe 9 or 10 feet. I didn't measure it though, but yeah, well, and we're gonna zip tie this to these wires up here. That way it doesn't fall beneath me. And then I'm gonna just take some scissors cut this off about right here. That gives us plenty of extra, and yeah, we'll get this thing lit up. All right, guys, so that wasn't too hard, but now we have the moment of truth, and that's to see if I did it right. And this thing turns on, so let's see what happens. But if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers. I think we need 500 more. So help support the Piscatorian. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I know I haven't had any videos in a while, but there's been some reasons for that. Boat and truck have been down. Hopefully get my truck back next week, and we'll get back to fishing and get some content for you. But with that said, let's see if it works. The glow tube. All right. Ooh. There it is. You see that? Power off, power on, power off, power on. All right. And what's cool about that is you can just stick your 11-inch Dodgers right in there. And I know it's dark, so, I know it's light out, so we're not gonna see the full factor of the glow intensity, but I don't know if you can see that, but it's glowing under there. But yeah, pretty sweet. You can charge up your glow-in-the-dark kokanee flashers, salmon Dodgers, hoochies, all that kind of stuff. So hope you guys liked today's video. Again, if you did, smash the like button. Also remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, tight lines.